friends, it's great to be with you again today as we look at another mindfulness activity. Today's is going to be a labyrinth. Have you ever seen a labyrinth before? It's kind of like a maze, except it doesn't have any tricky endings. It only has one way to enter and one way to exit. And a labyrinth is something that we can do when we need to center ourselves, when we need to focus, when we need to get all the parts of ourselves to work together, or when we're trying to still ourselves so that we can talk and listen to God better. These have all been mindfulness activities that I hope have been helpful for you. I know I've enjoyed them, and the labyrinth is one that I've been really excited about. The labyrinth that we're going to look at today is on a piece of paper, and we're going to use our fingers to walk through it. But did you know that there is a real one that's really close to our church? It's at Glendale United Methodist. It's a big grassy area with some stones made out, and then you get to walk through it, find the center, and then walk back. I thought we would do this labyrinth activity because it reminded me of the parts of Genesis that we're reading this week, about how Joseph's brothers, they traveled really far from their home and they went all the way to Egypt, where they found their brother there. He had a lot of power now, didn't he? And I think, if I remember correctly, they didn't even know it was him at first. I'm going to show you how to use the labyrinth with my fingers. But remember, you can do it at home, or you guys could take a family trip over to the Glendale UMC and try it out with your feet and bodies. If you're doing one at home, you're just going to print out the picture, the PDF that we have, and then we're going to find the opening. Can you find the opening? Up top here is where my opening of my labyrinth is, but we're going to make it tricky. I'm going to use my non-dominant hand. I use this hand to write with, and so this is my non-dominant hand. I'm going to take my finger, find the opening, take a big deep breath, and follow it to the center. I'm taking lots of slow, deep breaths. I'm thinking about how my body is feeling. I think I'm going to talk to God. I'm getting closer to the center. I made it to the center. I'm going to close my eyes and take a few deep breaths and think about what my body is feeling like right now. When I got to the center of my labyrinth, it was kind of like getting to the center of myself. Whew. I'm going to go back out of my labyrinth now. Breathing deeply and slowly. I'm talking to God in my mind and in my heart. You could talk to God with your mouth too. And now I'm out of my labyrinth. I'm thinking about how I'm feeling on the inside and on the outside and what's going on in my brain. I finished my labyrinth and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was interesting how when I used my non-dominant hand, I could feel my brain working harder. I also noticed that when I was going slowly and I was breathing well, that my body felt calmer and my mind didn't feel as crazy. It was a little easier to talk and listen to God when I stilled myself during this mindfulness activity. Well, I hope you and your family have a wonderful rest of the week, and hopefully the weather will be good and you can go and try the big labyrinth. Thanks, friends.